a prime motherfucker, yeah. YC, Tiny.
Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be doing a pixie cut. I have a little bit of code just in case I sound funny. Let's get right into the video. So these are the items I'll be using, and I'm also using this 27 piece from Premium Plus in burgundy. For my pixies especially, I like to use spandex caps because they have more stretch to them than regular wig caps. But at the same time, I don't like the way it flips up at the back, especially the nape area. So I always like to go ahead and add an elastic band to give it more fit and just to make everything lap properly at the back there. And I always like to cut off my ear section just so that the pixie sits properly. I've also gone ahead to mark the very important spots just as a guide. So right now what I'm doing is I'm attaching the elastic band and I'm showing you guys the right way to do it. When you're sewing on your hair, you don't want to sew it through the elastic band. And also for this hair, it took me some time to figure out where the longest and the shortest piece was. So the shorter ones are inside, just as I'm showing you right now, and the longer ones are outside. For this video, I'm going to be sewing this pixie. Normally, I would use glue. If you have patience, go ahead and sew, but if you don't have patience, just use glue. I've already done 2 tracks, and right now I'm going in a curved motion. And I'm not sewing through the elastic band, but I'm sewing through the material on the spandex cap. That's very important because if you sew through the elastic band, you're going to reduce the stretch of the cap. And I'm not sure you want that too. For the stitching, I didn't use any particular stitching. I kept on swapping stitches because I noticed that the blanket stitch also reduces the stretch of the cap. So that's an important thing to note. I'll just keep sewing the hair till I get to the ear section. This is an idea of the spacing, a little bit less than my pinky finger. I've made a lot of pixies in the past, but this is my first time sewing a pixie. At this point, I'm using the medium length. I can't say which length is medium because of the way they stacked the weaves in the pack, but I believe I'm using the medium length. So I'm just going to keep doing this till I get to the top, and then I can explain what I'm doing at the top. So I also wanted to say that when you're placing the weave at the ear area, you should try to curve the weave, like curve it a little bit upwards. I try to do that, but I notice that anytime I sew, it moves back and appears straight. So that will be something to note if you're going to be sewing your pixie just like me. I'm finally at the top, and for the top part, I like to start with the shortest piece to create like a transition. I don't know how best to explain this part. After this short piece, I'll go in with the longest piece, not the medium piece this time around, but the longest piece. But I'm going to interchange in such a way that the longest ones will be in front and the medium ones will be by the side. Just the way I'm explaining in the video. Then I'm going to go round and make a closure and close it up. I've gotten to a very nice size, and at this point I'm going to start going in circles till I close it up. I noticed that this 27 piece doesn't come with a closure, so I have to create something for it, and I'll be using glue to do this. I'm not sewing this on. I like to make my closure opening as small as possible so it's not looking very bulky. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm using the spritz to make the glue tacky faster, and I'm just going to glue that on. And yeah, I'm done with this pixie. Next, I'm going to cut the pixie, and I'll still show you guys how I do that. So this is what it looks like after closing it up. Right now I'm going to start cutting the pixie and just shaping it up generally. You can use your clipper if you know how to handle the clipper. I don't know how to handle a clipper, so I'm using my shears because I find that it's easier to use and it's easy to control. Because with cutting, you have to be very careful. Once you make a mistake, that's it. It's very difficult to rectify. I'm just going to keep taking it piece by piece till I am done. I don't think there's any other thing for me to explain. Every other thing is self-explanatory in the video. So after cutting the hair, I did the final cutting on my head. I fixed up the front and the sides because I can't cut the sides on a mannequin. I have to do it on an actual human head. So after doing that, I styled the pixie and I attached 2 combs at the back and 2 at the side. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if this is your first time on my channel, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me.
Your makeup, I'll be honest, it kinda makes me wanna pull you up a class. And the curves in your dress, batty boys come on faster. He only like you cause the diamonds in your fashion. See me, I'm gonna bring a mixer to your passion. Let's OD, keep me in mind when you think of loving someone. No, baby, not me, I give you what you need when it ain't no juice, I got it. You're like a light that won't shine bright unless you've had my juice. But girl, tonight, I'm on that flight, I'm on my way to you. You got juice, I got sauce, yeah. Fuck with a king, I'm a boss, yeah. Shooting star, I can make you famous. Wishing on a nigga that become the greatest, oh yeah. You got juice, I got sauce, yeah. Come fuck with a king, I'm a boss, yeah. Shooting star, I can make you famous. Wishing on a nigga that become the greatest, oh yeah. Start a vibe in a meanwhile, and my man them YC stay crease on. It's a whole lot of hoes playing roles now. I may have to talk in code on the phones now, hey. She got me trying to leave the studio. But my first love, I just can't seem to let it go. Imagine if I let you take my juice. You'd run away and prove me right about you. And it feels to know your ex was mad about us dating. So the motion is to keep you fully hydrated, girl. It's a mad vibe when I'm with you, baby girl. You're the only one that I'm into. But the sauced up, juiced up instrument.